Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Mickey and D Show, the realest podcast in LS. You know what it is. We're joined today by the chief of EMS himself, Barry Matthews, captain of EMS, Xenia Crimson. How we doing, guys?
Doing great.
Doing pretty good.
Doing great? That's what we fucking like to hear. That's what we like to hear. Mickey, my G.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Your drip is usually a topic. You look like a Vargos member. What's going on?
I just like the hat, and I wanted to wear something that goes with the hat.
You like the hat, right?
I have no criminal affiliation with anybody that wears yellow.
Looks like
I
a
promise.
bumblebee.
So how's shit going, guys? How's the job been
Also,
lately?
Yeah, it's going pretty good.
It's busy.
Yeah, it's been getting pretty busy.
Has it been busy, yeah?
We have, what, 5 new trainees?
5?
Jesus.
With
Jeez.
4 on the way?
4 more on. So you got
Wow.
9 new trainees. So we're going to be seeing a lot of new faces at Pillbox, is what you're saying.
Fucking hell.
Oh, yeah.
And they're all EMTs?
Some EMTs, some doctor side. We're going to have to
Okay.
probably split them up or something.
Yeah, the way we train
Split 'em
now, we
up.
train for both, right?
Okay.
So
Deep
that
dive
way,
that,
once
deep
they've
dive
done
that.
their
So-
training, they can decide where they want to be.
So they train as a doctor and as an EMT?
Correct.
What was the thought process behind that? What made that the thing to go
It
to?
was Duval's idea. He's the director of the whole thing now. 'Cause he
Oh,
bought
my G
Pillbox, right?
Derek, yeah.
Yeah.
So when did he come on board?
Like,
A while back.
yeah, like 2 months maybe?
2 months? How's it been since he took over?
Yeah, I've seen him twice, maybe 3 times since.
Yeah.
So he's like a shadow leader.
Yeah. For big things, I might go to him, like when there's things that I think maybe need changing or anything like that,
I get you.
or advice maybe, or, money.
Oh, you go to him for the money, yeah? Come on.
Someone's got to repair the ambulances.
Daddy Derek is rich. Sheesh.
Fucking billionaire for a doctor. Fair enough.
Oh, he's not a doctor.
So
Oh,
what
he
is
said
he?
himself, he's simply a businessman.
So he
Just owns
so he
it.
profits.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Barry, I gotta ask you. You were the top dog for a long time there, and then some guy just waltzes in and he's top dog. How did that make you feel?
Oh, pretty shitty, really.
Oh yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Deep dive.
I mean, I thought I had it under control, but, I guess not everyone was seeing it that way and thought maybe, somebody else should come in and see what's happening behind the scenes or something like that. But I'm still doing the same thing I've always been.
yeah, you're still
I haven't
chief,
changed
right?
anything. Yeah. I haven't changed anything about how I do things.
How long have you been chief now?
I don't know. I mean, my 1-year anniversary was about a year ago working at Pillbox. So maybe, I don't know, I'd say a year, maybe a little under a year.
So
'Cause it didn't take
definitely
me
around
long.
that area, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. My question to you, Xenia. I heard you got promoted recently. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
How's it going so far? How you doing?
It's been pretty good. I feel like being at like the same rank as Faye is pretty cool, but I still think of her as like a superior because she's, been there the longest.
All right.
Shout
do
out
you feel
Faye,
like it-
she saved my life plenty of times.
Yeah, Faye's great.
You all have to be
I
fair.
love her.
Do you feel like the promotion was long overdue, or you think you're ready for it?
I thought I was pretty much ready for it. I did move up through the ranks pretty quickly because I showed that I can learn pretty much on the fly and how to, basically do my job in an efficient fashion, I guess you can say.
So you're a quick
she's
learner.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm fucking such a slow learner, man, I swear. I could not do what you guys do. No way.
The fuck is learning?
Yeah, Mickey can't read, as we found out in the first pod.
I can't count to 20.
Hmm.
I can count to 10, 15, not 20. I can't get to 20 yet.
So, promo to captain. How did it feel? Were you happy?
Oh, I was ecstatic.
Ecstatic, yeah?
She
Like-
was, yeah.
So
Like,
you had
think
your
about it.
sights set on it, right?
Well, yeah, I have my sights set on Lieutenant because
You wanted
Robert-
the bird in the sky, right?
Well, Robert, I wanted to fly the helicopter, but when Robert was still alive, he was going to be next in line for captain. So I was like, okay, so I guess I'm only going to get up to lieutenant, and then things switched over with Duval, and now there's 2 captain spots, 3 lieutenant spots, and everything like that.
So, talking on the choppers, who would you say is the best pilot in the city? Because I know one man named Jesse Taylor that claims he is the best pilot. You guys got anything to say about that? Do you dispute it? Do you agree? What's the crack?
Oh, he does claim it, but I mean, his chopper's a little easier to fly than ours.
Yeah, he's
Ours
got
is
the
a lot
small one.
heavier.
Oh, it's yours bigger,
Ours-
is it?
Oh, it's huge.
Oh yeah, way, and you can feel the weight when you're flying, right? When you have the momentum to stop, it's a lot harder turning around, all that. Because I've flown the PD one once because we had to do we had to try to do a stunt attempt. So I flew while Jesse had to jump out onto a rooftop.
Jesus Christ, man.
And yeah, and then that's when I realized, like, wow, this heli's very, like, nimble. Is that the word? Or,
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
maneuverable.
very maneuverable. But no, he is a great pilot. I've seen him. I've seen him do the backwards thing under bridges and everything.
That's how he got
You know.
100K from Lucas Taylor.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
He did a bet.
Oh, Lucas Taylor. I'll tell you what,
Jesus.
that's something I want to dive into now. You've said that. What are your thoughts on the other day and the events that transpired with Lucas Taylor and Randall Connor? Happened right in your hospital.
Yeah, I showed up right after the situation. Well, I found Randall just bleeding out there in Ward A. Had to get the paramedics there as soon as possible. But I didn't see it happen, but I did hear that he was a little excessive.
A little, fucking hell. I think I counted 8 shotgun blasts.
I think you were saying you were there. Yeah, was it?
I was. I was. I had my ear to the door, and I said to him, "Yo, it's getting heated in there, Lucas. You might want to go stand in there," because it was Marla's office at the very end, right?
Yeah.
I was there because for some reason Randall rang me. I don't know where he fucking got my number from, but I was there. You know, we seemed a bit senile, right? Saying you guys had his wife, so I was like, well, let's go see your wife. You know, I was like, yo, doc,
Yeah.
like sort him out, like have a look at him. I said to Lucas, I said, yo, it's getting heated in there, man, G. Like, you might want to... And he didn't listen. I said, I heard the beating. I was like, yo, he's fucking beating on her, G. You need to go in there, bro. He didn't listen until about 5 seconds later when I was like, Lucas, I'm not fucking shitting you. And he pulled that shotgun before he even saw that hammer. He was going to mag dump him with a shotgun no matter what weapon he had, if he had any at all.
Wow.
Did you guys see Marla's office?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
tried to clean up a little bit of it. The thing is
It was
with
the loud.
the thing is
Now-
with Lucas Taylor, he
Well-
doesn't listen to anyone unless his last name's Taylor.
Well,
Like-
well, back to that first. You were there. Did you notice? Did he go down the first shot, second shot? Or...
First shot, dropped like a sack of shit. First shot.
So he shot like 7 others.
Yeah,
after.
yeah. He was more than
Yeah, so that's
incapacitated with the
excessive.
first shot, you know what I'm saying?
Makes you think, like, would he have survived? You know?
With the one, maybe.
Yeah.
It's either way, a shotgun on a hammer? Like, fuck, man. That old geezer probably wouldn't survive a fucking single pistol bullet, let's be real.
Shells or
Yeah.
slugs? This is the real question here.
I think it had the spread, so shell.
Yeah.
Cringe.
Randall, man, was like, it was. I know
He
it
was
was probably
Swiss
distressing. It was like a scene from the fucking boys, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was because I was there and I tried packing what was left of him pretty much. The man with Swiss cheese, you know, freaking.
Well, I had to pick his arm up, so it was hanging on a thread, hanging on the side of the bed. And I had to pick his arm up. And,
Christ.
So
When I
obviously,
found
like
him
I
there.
know you especially Xenia. I imagine you were too, Barry. You're very fucking distressed seeing that type of shit. I know I was. I fucking puked. How do you cope seeing shit like that? Because it comes with a job, right?
Oh yeah.
You don't think of it while you're doing it because the first thing on your mind is you want to take care of this person as soon as possible, getting them back on their feet. You know, but then afterwards it kicks in, you know, like that's when you're like, wow, I can't believe all this shit just happened and so on. And I mean, it does get to you a little bit, which is why it's good to take a break every now and then and go enjoy yourself.
Yeah, I get too emotional afterwards.
What do you do
I
to
have to take a
deal with
time
them
back.
emotions? Like, what's your coping mechanisms? You know, like you say you take a break. What do you go and do? How do you wind down?
Oh, I go ride a dirt bike.
You like the
The
dirt bikes,
mountains.
yeah?
Yeah, we
Oh, yeah,
ride
stuff
dirt
like that.
bikes. I'll go to the beach. I'll go swimming.
Smoke any doobie?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, come on.
I think I have once.
You've only ever smoked once.
Yeah.
No shit. I mean,
Well,
it ain't for everyone. Is that right, Mickey?
Huh?
The doobie, it's not for everyone, right?
Right.
Yo, these guys might actually be able to give you some insight about that.
Another time.
Nah. This is perfect. Explain something.
No.
So
Nah.
Mickey has weed, right?
I'll make an appointment. Okay.
Nah. Right here, right now. If Mickey has weed, he fucking loses his shit. Can you be allergic?
I think you could be allergic to THC, actually.
We just got Vince coming in on the show. What's good, G?
Oh shit! I didn't mean to be in the
What's
shot.
Mickey? I don't know if it's an allergy or not, right? I don't know if it's fucking mental or what, but it's like weed unlocks something in the guy, and he fucking turns into a lunatic. You think he's weird sober? See him on reefer.
You call it turning into a lunatic. I call it unlocking my third eye.
Unlocking
Lock
your third
something.
eye.
Yeah, I'm like Doctor Strange, but
Okay. And anything to say about that, Barry Senior?
Well, I mean, as long as he doesn't drive a vehicle or anything like that, it's kind of like drinking when people get drunk. You know,
Or
just
if he
do
has.
responsibly.
Or if he does, hopefully he doesn't have any
So is
weapons
that
on
a
him when he
don't
does
do
it.
drugs or drink and drive message?
Don't operate heavy
Exactly.
machinery. Let's just say heavy machinery.
Yeah.
I've apparently climbed my fair share of buildings on substance.
Yeah, it's like he
so-
tries to ascend. He tries to get as close to the sky as he can.
Oh, yeah, I've seen him on.
You've seen him on weed,
The
so you know
marijuana.
exactly what I'm on
Oh,
about
yeah.
then. He's a lunatic, can we agree?
God isn't far away. Sorry. What made you to apply to EMS? Well, what was your driving factor for that?
Me, I've always liked helping people, and not only with their health, but in general. Whether it's, you know, issues with life, issues with health, issues with anything, I just like to help people,
So wholesome.
you know. That's it. And then I figured, well, the best place to be would be at Pillbox because people come there for anything, whether it's advice or anything.
Flying out your windshields.
Exactly.
You know all about that one, don't you, Mickey?
I'm
Yeah.
immune to it. I don't feel it
Okay,
anymore.
Xenia. Most intense rescue.
I wouldn't really call it a rescue. More of I need to get the hell out of this situation as quick as possible with the people on board.
Okay.
On board the chopper.
Deep dive.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
You could say it's the same thing. Really. Yeah.
So we had I should say PD had a suspect in custody, and there was people circling Pillbox, so they're like, well, we don't want to go, out and, end up getting shot at. So they're like, hey, Xenia, can you fly us with the chopper, with the chopper? I'm like, yeah, I can. Well, and then Jesse Taylor's like, let me drive it. I'm like, it's our helicopter. Let me drive it. And I was just fresh. Like, I just got my, flight certification maybe 5 days prior. So, still
Yeah,
really
you're
fresh.
anxious.
Yeah, and so we start flying with the suspect. It's me, the suspect, Jesse Taylor, and Luke Carter, and we start flying up in the air, and I couldn't land on PD's roof because their helicopter was out. So I had to go to the adjacent parking garage across the street. And as I'm there, I was like, yeah, okay, let me give you the keys and you can park it on top of the PD building. So as I'm trying to give Jesse the keys, he keeps fumbling with them, and I was like, dude, just grab the keys. And we see the suspect's friends start pulling up the parking garage there. So I'm like, Jesse, just get back in the copper. Let's just go. So as we start taking up, taking off, there's maybe 3 masked men that pull up with class 2s. and start shooting the helicopter. One of the bullets hit the engine, and one of the bullets went through the cabin and landed in my side. Got lodged.
Jeez, man.
And I just kept flying, and I was blacking out, and I was like, oh man, I'm going to lose my life flight certification while doing this. And I was blacking out, and I'm telling those guys, I'm like, I'm blacking out. And we ended up landing on the mountain behind the casino. Now, the copter didn't blow up. So I landed it pretty nice, but let's just say all of us got knocked out.
Jesus Christ.
Shitting hell. We covered the most intensive rescue. What about the most intense injury? Or the worst injury you guys have treated?
Well, like we were saying before with Randall, that was pretty bad. Actually, no. This one I can mention. The guy's no longer alive. His name was Bobby Bruiser. Where PDM is at, not PDM, next to PDM, the Benny's. Basically across the street from that, or in the middle of the street, we found him, Natasha and myself. He was shot in the head, but to the point of he wasn't recognizable. Like his head was barely there.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, not sure what happened. Obviously, somebody probably shot him, probably point blank with a shotgun to the face. But he was dead as we arrived. That would probably be one of the worst injuries I've seen.
Point blank with a shotgun? Was it Lucas Taylor? Xenia, worst injury. Hit me with it.
Well, couldn't really treat Randall, so I guess I'm not going to really, put that in the best one because you can't really,
well,
bandage up what looks like
Bobby either.
Can't,
he was dead.
Can't really treat what looks like raw meatloaf,
That's true. That's very true.
Yeah. It probably have to be any of the torture victims. I'm not going to say any names or anything, but
best not to. Yeah.
Trying to repair damage that was intentionally done, it's pretty crazy how a person's mind can work on the human body itself, especially when they know what they're doing and how not to kill a person right away, where to go, not to nick a good artery so that they're dying out in front of you, but to leave a message. It's horrific, but it's something you have to deal with.
My most interesting case, I would have to say, is I'm sure like everyone in the city's heard of it by now, is the story of McFly.
Oh. I've not.
Right? Like, oh, yeah, I've been there for the most part of it, where I found him. The first time he was found, it wasn't me. It was another paramedic, I guess, or an officer. And he didn't look the same anymore. He looked like a female, like how you know him now.
Oh.
But then there was nothing that could be done, so he remained that way. And then eventually one day, I guess he decided to go investigate for himself what happened to him. And I guess got abducted again, which is, by aliens, is what everyone's saying. Yeah.
Fuck.
I actually met the person that did it, believe it or not.
What?
So, so what was I? Fucking, he was, so he, remained that way. So one day he decided to go investigate. He got abducted again. That's it. And he was missing for about a week or so. And then maybe, I guess, a week later, we got a distress call to go back to the Paleto Bay area. I got there and it was McFly pointing his gun at me. And then Carter pointing his gun at him. Not Carter, sorry, Walker. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? It's me. I was landing the chopper down. It's me. He's like, Barry, yeah. And he looked like a guy again. He was back to his old self.
Jeez.
Yeah. And then we're just, again, doing tests and everything. We can't really find much because whatever's been used to alter him that way is beyond our technology, I would imagine. And but then again, a while later, maybe a month later, he was once again abducted. And then again, I found him on an island, a small little island north of Paleto Bay, where he was just sitting there. And again, he looked like the McFly we know today. And this time he was speaking in their language, more like a Royce.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah, it was pretty trippy. And then, but we somehow got him to, speak English again. But yeah, and that's how he's remained ever since. But the mystery still remains.
So fucking avoid Paleto Beach is what you're telling me.
Oh yeah, yeah. You'll notice if you ever go to that island, time stays still. There's that one island just north of Paleto.
Really?
Yeah, time stays still. Every time when you get there, it's always 11 p.m.
What the fuck?
That's fucked
If
up,
you
man.
we investigated the area once. Me, Natasha, Alice Quinn, and Brian Reynolds, and we swam down to the UFO that's hidden below that island, and a little northwest of there, or northeast of there, and it's the same with that ship. Time stays still. It's dark, 11 p.m. at night, and he got infected. I'm not too sure what happened, but Natasha was able to reverse what happened to him, I guess, because it was, we were able to get to him quick enough. We found the alien inside his body crawling around. Austin Wayne was there to help us, and so was McFly. And then he shot it. He shot the little alien thing.
What the bloody fuck, man? Have I
Yeah,
not
it was
heard about
running
this
around.
until
It was a
today? What
creepy little
the
thing.
shit?
I didn't hear about
Really?
that until
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, the
Wait,
thing
so
was running around the
Let's
floor.
just check. 3 of us are in the same boat of what the fuck right now, yeah?
A little bit with the alien
Yeah.
part.
Jesus, man.
Who just literally DMT during this podcast? What the fuck is
Legit.
this?
Someone fucking slipped us DMT.
Yo, we
Fucking
see
hell. I'm
weird
never going
shit.
to Paleto again. I'm literally never
Yeah.
going. All you recycling grinders, I'm looking at you. Stay the fuck away from Paleto, alright? Shit.
Please, please go to
Stay
Paleto.
clear.
Please.
Do not go
Don't,
past.
don't, Mickey. They fucking bring
Yeah,
me the
but
mats.
I was at Yellowjack one day, and it was like maybe
give a
15 of us, and this metal man flew down from the
Oh, yeah,
sky
you
with
told
like with a jetpack or something. It was like some futuristic shit, and that's where I got that Tim Hortons. I got it from that guy, and I was like,
No way. The Tim
Yeah,
Hortons shit,
yeah.
man.
Tim
I looked
Hortons.
at the guy and I said, "Oh, what's your name?" And he had the
Tim
serial number on the
Hortons,
back of him. It was like N something, and I was like, "Wait a minute, are you responsible for what happened to McFly?" And he replied, "Yes." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
So, speaking of McFly, PD, he is one of the better ones.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna get
By
into some
far.
drama right now, okay? I'm gonna get into
Ah.
some drama. Barry, little birdie told me
All right.
you was arrested. What the
Yep.
fuck?
It was a false arrest, or whatever you call it, wrongful arrest. I mean, I was in my rightful place to ask him to leave Pillbox.
Yeah, let's
He
just
was
clear this
putting
up. Is
Pillbox
Pillbox
in
private
danger.
property? Because
Yes.
Duval owns it, right?
The building is private property and run by the government.
So the
which
police
is
have no
EMS.
jurisdiction there.
Not really, in a sense, no.
Okay.
We can
Unless
request them
like
to come.
Duval, yeah, like Duval could ask them, like, privately protected or loiter. But no, in reality, no, it's privately owned by Derek Duval. He bought the building. It's simply being run by EMS, which are
I get
government
you.
officials. Yeah. But yeah, he's basically letting us use the building, that's all it is. But no, yeah, with Lucas Taylor, he was the one that arrested me. That day, he had a target on his back. Somebody kept driving by, shooting at him, whatever. He even got Dr. Marla Davenport shot because he likes to be right next to her
All the time.
constantly,
All the fucking
24/7,
time.
while on duty, while his cadets outside going, I just want to go somewhere and learn. But no, my FTO's inside with his girlfriend.
How is
But
Marla
anyways.
doing before we move on? How is Marla doing since the attack from Randall?
Oh, she's recovering. She's
Recovering? Good. Continue.
Oh yeah, she's doing good. But yeah, so I showed up because I received an email from Xenia here saying he's here. We're in danger because he's here. I just want him to leave, and he's not leaving. He's even filling out reports here in spite, rather than leaving and doing it somewhere else, and disrespecting and so on, things like that. And these like are not just from her, but from all of EMS on a daily basis, getting either emails sent to me, reports sent to me, or just verbally told to me, and asking, please, can they just leave? They're all PD. I mean, there's just certain individual. So I showed up. I said, Lucas, I'm going to have to ask you to leave the pillbox property, please. And he was like, excuse me. So I turned, figured he didn't hear me. I turned, walked up to him. I said, I'm going to have to ask you to leave the pillbox property, please. He's like, no. I said, yes, you have to. He goes, no, I was told to arrest you if you ever acted like this. Like acting like what? I'm asking you to leave. He's like, you can't ask me to leave. I said, yes, I can. I'm the chief here. This is my jurisdiction, and I can ask you to leave. Then he said, I'm going to have to ask you to step back, or I'm going to arrest you. I said, I don't need to step back. I'm in my rightful place. You need to leave. And then, so I got on radio, got a higher commanding officer, which was Walker at the time, a lieutenant. Even Walker came and goes, Lucas, what the hell are you doing? Like not understand, like what are you doing? And he wouldn't listen. He wouldn't reply or nothing. He was just telling me, turn around so he could cuff me. So I tried to talk to Walker, and that's when he proceeded to walk behind me and just cuffed me. Tried to put me in his Walker's cop car. Well, Walker had it locked. He wouldn't unlock it because he's like, what the hell is happening? Let's talk this out. He's like, fine, I'm just going to put him in my car. So he put me in his car and then took us to PD. And the whole time he just left his cadet there.
Yeah, cadet was just stuck at pillbox.
Yeah, cadet's like, okay.
Can we
It's
just
like,
talk about
he was so heated.
how Jerry, when Barry was being put into the cop car, fucking Jerry comes up and just fucking tackles Lucas Taylor.
Yo, shout out Jerry,
upset.
bro. Jerry's a fucking G. So
He's a
how
royal
is that?
person.
How
It's
exactly?
so royal.
Tanner's
loyal.
getting into the shits. Jesus Christ.
How does it kind of go for like relations between you guys and PD? How's that type of shit
Well,
affect
I mean-
it?
Well, I mean, like to me, like I said, it just comes down to the individual. Like I said, I love everybody else. McFly, my favorite. Like we're good friends. Since way back in the day, we'd hang out late hours just in front of Pillbox, wait for something to happen,
Yeah,
things
yeah.
like that. And Walker, another down to earth guy, love him to death. Carter's pretty cool, and who else? I mean, Brim too. Brim's a funny guy. I like to have him around. Like most cops are okay. It's just certain individuals, the way they talk sometimes sounds very disrespectful. And I'm sure everyone knows who I'm talking about.
Barry, Xenia,
Yeah,
one at a
anytime.
time. Words of wisdom for the people. What do you want to tell the people of LS?
I guess my words of wisdom would be, don't take your life for granted because you don't know when it's going to slip from you.
Exactly. And be nice to one another. Everybody's cool in
Exactly.
this city. We're all nice to each other.
Don't take
I
your
think,
life for
right?
granted and be nice to each other. I like that. That's
Yeah.
shit to preach. That's shit to preach. You want to get one life, people? Make it fucking count. Don't be a cunt. Simple as, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this episode of the Mickey and D Show. We've been joined by the amazing EMS team, Barry Matthews, Xenia Crimson. It's been a pleasure, guys.
All right.
Thank you.
And Mickey, fuck you.
Fuck you too.